Testing, testing, meows, meows, testing. Alright. Okay, I had some severe audio issues, but I think they're fixed. My old headphones broke. That headband literally broke, so hair's too big, I guess. I don't know. Well, the audio in it broke. Alright, I'm rambling. We're playing Chromium the Mutable, 7 mana 7/7. This used to be one of my favorite planeswalkers. I did it again. I call planeswalkers commanders and commanders planeswalkers. I have swapped those eternally in my mind. We're playing this commander. It used to be my favorite commander way, way, way back. Like, super early. There were not a ton of options back then, and green wasn't the only thing you could do. I still really like this card. I just don't know. It's like Gristlebrand is a little bit more scary, you know. I've only seen this in my opponent's command zone like twice ever, and that's a little unfortunate. But who knows? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's a good thing that you don't play against us all the time. It's an Esper control deck. We got planeswalkers like Teferi, Jace. We have the final parting reanimate nonsense with Gristlebrand. I've been a fan of that. Honestly, I'll probably also add the creation of Avacyn so I can maybe cheese this out as well. That seems to be ideal. Doing fast, degenerate things if you're not green is just a good idea, I think. So we'll probably find a spot for that. Other than that, it's literally just counter spells, removal spells, board wipes, and you try to flash this in. It's uncounterable, right? It's a 7/7 flyer, and it does have hexproof at the cost of a card. Essentially, you pitch a card from hand to turn it into a 0-mana counterspell. Like, you know, they cast removal spell, you discard a card to counter that card. So it's, again, just like a 0-mana counterspell that only protects your commander. It turns it into a 1/1, so you got to know when you can and cannot attack. If you swing with a 7/7, they go to kill it, and you're like, well, shoot. You got to be careful about that. But other than that, it's a pretty straightforward commander, I think. Just Esper control with a really, really cool dragon, in my opinion. So let's add creation of Avacyn and then send it. I don't think I want a second big creature. Or, well, I mean, I can always get a Scarab God as well with it. I think that's fine. And I like Ashiok enough to play it. I think, still. I think there's enough reason to play Ashiok. I could be wrong about that. I can see a world where, like, actually casting it is always not great, and I wish I would cast something else. Also, hello. Hello! I had some crazy audio issues, which is why it took me like an hour to hit the stream button. So I do not have much time to stream now. I have, like, 90 minutes. I think I'm going to take out Ashiok. I think that's fair. But I was having some very frustrating audio issues. I have a black source. Let's just get Rafine's Tower. I don't think I'm going to surveil. So, I think I'm doing nothing here. Because both of these don't force a response. Okay, they also have that. Of course they do. Well, my hand's too important. I can't let them take the Cyclonic Rift. It's going to be the card that brings me back into the game, I think, so. Alright. Let's play this tapped and pass. So far, this birthing ritual hasn't scammed one, although, I mean, it still has to play a pretty honest game. Top 7 cards. Okay. Well, it's yet to miss. So Edgar is kind of interesting. I believe it makes by far the most sense to play. I don't even know if Cyclonic Rift is good enough at this point now. I don't think it is. Maybe it still is. I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Wow, they actually whiffed for the first time. That was a very good draw, but do I cast it now is the question. Honestly, because Birds of Paradise, I think I will. They did not have a land, and it gets worse and worse with the Cutthroat, right? Yeah, I just have to now, or I'll probably die of life loss. Probably don't have a choice. Please play Chatterfang, thank you. Please maybe sacrifice it, although that would be a little, surprising. Alright. So, that was another insanely good draw. Exile all creatures in grave... No, we don't want to exile graveyards. Maybe I do, actually. Okay. Maybe I send it. Okie dokie. That blows up the coffin. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay, sure. You got it. Okay, there's no reason to not cast this. Reanimate doesn't really do anything here. I'm also at 9. Yeah, I'm not going to reanimate Edgar. I mean, it looks interesting. I don't think that's the right idea. Don't think that's the right idea here. Doomscar. Alright. Alright. You got it. Wait. What does this do? Hold on. That's fine. That's fine. Am I taking 3? Am I flashing my commander in? What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing next. You gotta take the Snapcaster, don't... Wow. Okay. Opponent does not take the Snapcaster. That's interesting. I think I would have taken Snapcaster there. It's cool to see a Deathrite Shaman. Okay, well, a little too late for that one to be super important. Okie dokie, yep. So here's another perfect 2-minute tutor. I don't know what it finds. I actually have no idea what they do here. Do you find a card to cast now? Do you... Yeah, I don't know. My graveyard has no snap counterspell. Casualties of War doesn't look good. I have no idea. I actually have no idea what this does. Alright. I'm curious to find out. What you got? That's... okay. Sure. So, I don't know what happens if I kill this with Get Lost. Like, do they get tokens? Does anyone know? Does my opponent get tokens? Does anyone know if they get tokens when I cast Get Lost here? Do they get squirrels? Or is it just, I have no idea. I think I'm just taking 3. I can afford to take 3, right? Yeah, let's take 3. You think they make squirrels? See, that's the problem. I think they do too. I think they do make squirrels. So... just Ritual of Soot? Bro, with the bots. Okay. I have not seen the tutor target, or the tutor card yet. At least I'm convinced I haven't seen it. So, we'll see. Wait, what? That's not uncounterable, is it? I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably the tutor target. It's interesting. It destroys it, sees it before it resolves. Yeah, okay. I'm at such a low life total, it's so hard to, like, find the window to cast my Chromium. But, I mean, I'm slowly getting there, I guess. I don't know. Well, I mean, here it is now. Good luck, opponent. I don't think, yeah, I don't think you want to kill, especially right now. You definitely don't want to try to kill it now. Alright, there's no way I play Black Market, so we're just going to get rid of that. This is the power of Chromium. The damage it's dealing closes the game out, but I don't necessarily need it to win the excuse me, win the game. Probably didn't want to play the land, though. I'm going to be honest. Probably didn't want to play the land. Okay, I don't know why they did that. Oh, just to... Alright, we get rid of the map tokens. We just get rid of the tokens here. Okay, what is Restless Cottage? 4/4. It attacks, it exiles cards. I have no answer to it, so I guess I cannot swing with Chromium. I have no answer to the cottage. I cannot let it swing. I can't let it swing. And if that is the nature of my reality, so be it. Obviously can't let Vein Ripper exist either. Okay, now I can't swing at all, because they just block with the Witch's Cottage. Block, take 3. Yep. Alright. Problems are here. This back and forth is gonna be weird. It's gonna be really weird. Oh, wow. I can actually Jurari Disruption that. Okay. Sure. Didn't think I'd be able to do that. They kept it in the graveyard. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably not a good sign. Why did they keep their commander in the graveyard? Okay. That would be a card to keep it in the graveyard for. Maybe not, actually. Maybe that's fine. Okay, we got a trade. This goes there. What do you got? Alright, still at 4. Still have Cottage. Get wrecked. I drew an answer. Get Schmieded. Alright. Not going to play the land, because I want to just keep as many discard target. I don't need more mana. Bitter Blossom is not good enough. It's not good enough. Brainstorm was huge. Brainstorm was huge. So, no creature. I guess any counter spell, Dig Through Time. There's a lot of good cards I can take here. Teferi. Just a counter spell? Just a counter spell. Send it. I think they have a removal spell in hand and they're not casting it. Makes sense to me. Alright, that probably shores it up. Abrupt Decay. Nothing I can do about that. there goes my mana drain. Tragic. But we can kill the token and win, so... Get wrecked. Wow. Yeah, I mean they had the green opener, right? They had the green opener. They regassed a few times. What an exhausting game. Ripley Vance. Oh, the third spell thing. Okay, all right. I'm going to give my opponent a fighting chance to keep something that looks a little questionable. Got the sniffles. I gotta stop fidgeting with my nose. But alas, I deem it impossible. I did get a headphone upgrade though, so everything worked out. Leave up negate. My opponent's probably gonna send their commander though. I love this rock. I should use the rock. It doesn't make noise, right? I can't hear it, but I don't think it makes in-game noise. Opponent, I am so sorry. Alright. So... Yep. Opponent has an interesting set of lands over there, that's for sure. So I can't randomly find Stifle. I'm not gonna seek new knowledge. Leaving up negate's probably better anyways. That's why. That is why. Alright, yeah. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm so sorry. It cost me the game. I also never drew a sweeper. I mean, I take that for what you will. There's like 10 in the deck. Oh, look. Imagine I had that. I would have just, like, won immediately. Is this the draft one? It is not. It's a Springleaf Drum one. It is the Springleaf one. What does that do? Spells on my... Wait. Okay, so it's harder to do stuff on their turn? Sure. Could have been categorically worse. Could have been a Springleaf Drum. I think I can pretty easily tolerate that. Don't think I need another land. At least I don't right now, so... Okay, well, that's also a really good draw. I will admit. That makes me want to deal with the board right now. I think I actually will. I have a second sweeper, so... Okay, never mind. Silly me. Well, now they know about it. Maybe they don't play more... Oh! Okay. Probably would have maybe not have done that right now? I don't know. It's not a bad idea, I guess. They did not name Scarab God. Okay. I would have probably final partying Gristlebrand right now if I had the 6th land. Honestly. I think it's fine to take a swamp. I don't want to take more damage. So Scarab God is a big deal. Any land is a big deal as well. Velocity, hello? Hello? Gonna be a swift stream today, unfortunately, but I had some audio issues for like 90 minutes. Alright, what does that do? Alright, so block there when they're short. So, not sure what the logic is here. I'm a little confused. They're tapped out and I don't die to this, right? I do not die to this. So that's a little strange to me. I don't think I would have done that. So I'm just going to do this. That's kind of interesting. It does put me to 4, but I think I would have held on to Adeline till after? I don't know. Because now I have Farewell. Okay. Well, yep. Enjoy. You should have cracked this clue on your turn here. Because you could have drawn something. Okay. Alright, there's a Springleaf Drum. There it is. There it is. Just in time. That would literally be this commander's signature spell if it could do that. They could just cast their commander. They don't have to... It's not like they... If they can't get rid of the thing, then they have to just... Probably... I don't know. Okay, don't really know what that means. Let's find out, shall we? Not sure how favorable of a trade that is, but that is what my opponent has done. Okay, so that was a little unusual to me. It's a little interesting. I don't really know the logic. Okay. Yep, I'm a little confused. The Adeline, all it did, they just played it as a 3-mana $20 shock to do 2 damage, which might make sense. TCG Player does not list all the versions, and it says it does, but it, like... It's 15 bucks. It's 15 bucks. Another blue, or Celestine opponent with attacks. Interesting. Fortunately, I'm a little bit more prepared this time. That's alright, I guess. YouTube recommending my vids, and they've been amazing. Thank you. Also, hello, Hyrule. 1989. Well, you're older than me. What was it like in the before times? The before Magic existed. Tell me of your ways. Alright, we're gonna pass the turn. Opponent has nothing. Oh no. Well, that just makes my decision real easy. Yep. We had to play with sticks? Oh no. You're out of your mind. Count me out. Okay, what does that do? I don't even know. Does that draw a card? Alright. I'm not brainstorming. We're playing a land, and then we're passing. I have Brainstorm, Fetch Land, I have a lot of stuff, actually. Midweek Brawl has been fun without strong MMR. This is true. This is big true. There's an anime furry Jace? Oh my goodness. Oh! Wait! No, I did it again. It's fine. I actually have a... I keep forgetting Brainstorm exists. I cracked my fetch land. I was texting while driving. I'm sorry. Definitely texting while driving. Alright, we'll send it now. Because I have things that... Like, yep. Let's get rid of Quenchy Boy. Actually, no. Let's get rid of you and... Dank Ritual? Don't think I want to draw Ritual. And keep the land. Alright. I guess all things considered, that's alright. Raids the Alarm is adorable, and I don't care. Go for it. I'm less hostile towards the weeb stuff, I will admit. Scarab God seems interesting. So what happens to the wedding announcement after the third one? Turns into an anthem? Okay. So there's a good chance that this sitting here is a problem, so I'm just going to cast it and see what happens. Never mind, my opponent comes prepared. Silly me. I can't imagine anything Buxton does is a concern of mine. Excuse me, concern of mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The heck is this? Oh, okay. It's the Vona that's not as good as Vona. It's the one that, like, goes to your hand or something. Alright, so... Meat Hook for 5? The Schmieding has Schmieded? That doesn't look like a scam name. Hello, potentially non-scammer person. Man, I'm happy I dug these headphones out of my thing. Alright, that's a little concerning, but I mean, I have Scarab God maybe for real this time. Okay, looks like another answer. Kind of annoying. These Celestia decks are like coming back from board wipes. There's nothing to reanimate with this either. Wait, what? I feel like I would have probably cast Buxton instead, but okay. So, what do I do now? Die, right? Block that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, so I'm just dead unless... Okay, Jace can find a sweeper. Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, I was about to scoop too. Okay, so they get a 1? It is a creature. Looks like I'm gonna wind up casting Chromium, so is there any merit in bouncing anything? Guess I could just bounce the token, actually. Yeah, because I have Chromium flying out of nowhere into play, I don't know what their attack looks like. This do be having flash, opponent. They do be having the flash. Ill Buxton? Buxton's alright, what do you mean? Buxton's cool. Okay, I just stabilized. I can't believe that. Top deck for the win. Oh hey, it's Professor Onyx. So I can't really plus this, but I'm still gonna plus it because I'm me. I'm not gonna swing. I'm not gonna swing, I'm not interested. Oh hey, it's another board wipe. You're not going to attack. I just win on the back of Planeswalkers, I don't have to make a move. Wow. Wow. Get schmieded. So this is not reliable, and honestly, neither of these are reliable. But I don't feel like mulliganing anymore. So, do we have the mana rock? Do I lose? We do have the mana. Oh no, that's a winter moon. All right, basics. It is, I guess. Still just get that. I don't. Okay. Yeah, I like Professor Onyx as a commander. That one's pretty fun. Okay, so if... Alright, yeah, just send it. I don't even know... Do you counter this? You probably just counter anything, right? Because you missed a land drop? No, we don't. Okay, we have a bounce spell for it, maybe? I'm willing to be dumb. I'm willing to be stupid. If you have a bounce spell, I guess I just took Gristlebrain out of my deck. Which, I mean, that's fine, right? Based cancel enjoyer? Uh-huh. Yep. It is just to get rid of that. I don't know if my opponent can see this card. I think it hides that card. Additional card. If they do spells, they cast... Decline? Cast Davriel? Prevent my opponent from drawing an additional card? They drew a land. Annoying. Very annoying. So I will cast Utter Insignificance this turn, right? This doesn't really do much anymore. Yeah, we're gonna just deny our opponent's ability to use their mana. Actually, maybe not. Nope, I'm just gonna send it. Alright. Opponent's doing an amazing job at doing stuff. So I will get a basic here. And there's no way this isn't the best thing ever. Just send it. Yes! Yes! I don't feel bad about that at all. My opponent did a very, very good job at playing Magic with a low land count, which it just adds up for a commander like this. But, alright. I did not give myself an option to turn 2 Censor. Might have been a whoopsie. Excuse me. Might have been a little bit of a whoopsie. Okay, looks like I literally can't censor anything because my opponent has that card. Never mind. That's fun too. Oh, cool, they had even more mana. I have to read this. Tap 2 untapped creatures. If you reveal a creature, so it can come out of hand. It can come out of hand. I don't know the merit of holding on to this, so I guess I don't know what I'd draw if I cycled it. Okay. Okay. This gives me the chance to top deck out of this. I can't believe I top decked out of this. So I don't know what I do from here. I'd rather not have to play... I might even just take out Necropotence. It's been a little bit of a letdown, honestly. I think I'm top decking out of this game. That's nuts. That's kind of insane. There's no way I'm minusing on the Augur. It's just not realistic to me. Especially with the River's Rebuke. Untapping with Teferi is an obscenely powerful thing, so... It's one of the strongest things you can do. It's one of the strongest things I can do. One of the strongest things I can do, that's for sure. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Well, we beat a Delighted Halfling Utopia Sprawl on the play. On the play, Halfling Utopia Sprawl. But yeah, I just top decked the exact things I needed. Lands and... Yep. Another green-white opponent. Another green-white opponent. And on the play with a Minotaur. Yikes. So, scam mana drain into... I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know what my scam mana drain turn looks like, so I don't even know if I send it. If they cast a big giant thing, I suppose I have no choice. What the heck is this? Okay. 5, that's a pretty good mana drain. Yep, get wrecked. So, black, white, fetch land, surveil land, black, white, surveil. Black, blue? It actually doesn't really matter. Probably just blue. Probably just blue. And this is why you don't surveil in your own turn. So... yeah... I do have a triple blue card. So this is good against Glarb. I guess I will keep that. No, there's no reason to get the Triome. I'm not color screwed. I will not be color screwed this game. I don't need triple white. I don't really... I mean, this is my only black sword. As long as the card was black, I was good. That's all I've got for you. Alright, what do you got? This is namely... This is an okay, okay. Alright. Oh, look, it's the Triumph anyways. Suppose I will cast it. Oh, you don't cast lands. They're uncastable, you play them. I'm a fool. Alright, cool. Yep. My opponent didn't miss a land drop, had a 1-mana spell, and still conceded because they didn't have the best color in their deck. The green color. They had the other two. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how that works? Opponent was doing everything fine. This game's going back and forth. But they didn't have the only color that mattered and lost. That's some smokestack lightning right there. Alright, I'm on the draw again with the green opponent. Wizards, please. If I'm going to be on the draw constantly, stop giving them the mana dork. Alright, no 3-mana card. Sure. No additional mana dork. Sure. Okay, well, that was the worst mana dork I've seen in a while. That's pretty cool. I'm never upset with that. Unless you are. There's a good chance I have to play this disruption, which I'd kind of rather not do, but... I'd be a little surprised if they... Oh. Never mind. Opponent has one of the lull half your cards don't work anymore cards, so that's always fun. Okay, that's a little weird. Do we at least swing with the Gilded Goose? We do. The ward is 1, right? Yep, correct. Get swifted, I guess. Okay, so I can't cast a counter spell. Might as well make a 2-3. I like playing the Sorin with a 2-3 here. Always been a fan of that. There might be a Swords to Plowshares. I think there's a 1-mana removal spell in hand. Okay. Alright, I love to see this. The ward is 3, right? The ward is 3. What is on top? Disdainful Stroke. I will keep that. I will kill your commander with ward 3. Get wrecked. It has ward 4? Okay, so all in all, the downside of playing Chromium is it doesn't, like, draw cards, and you really want a way to consistently keep up with your opponents in card advantage, or, excuse me, just cards in general. Right, and one of the ways of doing that is board wipes, because you can 2-for-1 or 3-for-1 or whatever, but a lot of decks can come back from that, and you feel like you haven't really gotten the value that you expected from your sweepers, because your commander isn't something that you play after the board wipe and then proceed to incur a bunch of value off of the commander itself. There's actually a lot of times I'm staring at my opponent with a 7/7 flyer and I'm not really able to attack. And that's kind of ugly. That's actually really ugly. You really don't want that to be a thing. That means, like, when you look at it, it's kind of funny. When you look at this card, you're just like, well, why aren't you just playing Atraxa? like Atraxa just not only allows you to then, you know, play the best color, it does something when it enters. Now, Atraxa is counterable in sorcery speed and doesn't have Hexproof, but this is just not it. This is really not it. I think there's a Gandalf Esper deck with, like, enchantments and milling your opponent and some weird stuff like that might be better than this as, like, an Esper control commander. I love this card, though. I just think it looks cool. It reminds me, it's M19. It goes back when I had a good time playing this. It was very fun. Saruman. Okay, it's not Gandalf. Saruman. I think the Saruman Esper deck is probably better than this. I have not played it because I don't think the card itself is very good, but that I'm comparing it to Chromium, so it doesn't have to be very good to be better than Chromium. It's just kind of funny when you play this and it actually gets there. It's just kind of funny. But you could just drop white, put Rusko in, put the Scarab God in your command zone. There's a lot of other things you could do instead of Chromium. I haven't played it in a long time, very long time, and it does get the new strong Esper control cards alongside of other decks getting stronger, right? New commanders showing up and whatnot. It does get to keep up with powerful cards like Mana Drain. But then you're just playing an Esper deck where your commander is playing B, and I am a fan of that strategy, and that's what we did. It's just, you don't have to do that. You can play a stronger commander with the same cards, and your commander is just better. Like, Teferi's going to put you in bracket 4, but just as an example, if you put Teferi in the command zone, you can safely play your board wipes after you play this, and you don't lose your commander. It costs less mana to cast. It does the same thing. Your deck is still very strong. It loses the black, I guess, but that's not really a big deal. You've got Teferi to offset that. And your deck is probably just as good because you replaced the black cards with just as powerful blue and white cards. Or maybe even some mana rocks. Yeah, maybe some mana rocks. I mean, I only really like mana rocks for 4-mana commanders specifically. I'm a big fan of that. But 5-mana ones, it's not as crucial in my opinion. And again, you can get away with not running mana rocks if pound for pound your deck is stronger, because instead of mana rocks you have more removal, more card draw, more counter spells, more board wipes, more annoying threats to deal with. When it comes to annoying your opponent with very difficult to answer things, Rusko leaves behind a midnight clock, Edgar leaves behind his coffin, Scarab God leaves behind Scarab God, right? Those cards are just funny, and it's satisfying when they eat up a bunch of removal and gain a bunch of life by blocking and stuff. I will say Creation of Avacyn is proving itself to be a very, very good card. I probably recommend this in any deck that can run it. At this point, I think you do just put this in almost every deck, especially because Dark Ritual is in the same color and they just both go in the same deck. Like, if your deck is black and you play Brawl, Historic Brawl, you probably just want a Dark Ritual and Creation in your deck, honestly. It's just one of the better hits. It's probably better than Necropotence because your opponent must deal with it, as opposed to if they deal with Necropotence, maybe you did get some value out of it. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. They both have their ups and downs the more I think about it. I'm kind of tired of playing. I actually ended up taking out Necropotence. It's triple black, which is a bit rough. Honestly, the triple blue on Archmage's Charm was also quite rough. Absorb probably just wanted to be a different kind of counterspell. But the triple cards were just being a nightmare, so I ended up taking that one out. And Archmage's Charm probably had to go by the end of it. It probably just had to go. It's a good card, you just... Triple blue is... It's a little rough, but I like Esper Control. It's fun. I just enjoy it. Playing your 7/7 and then still proceeding to do a draw go with your opponent, hoping you top deck counter spells for your opponent, drawings, you know, they draw, you draw, and you need you need card advantage. You just need card advantage, and this doesn't help you with that. It's funny that they struggle to deal with it sometimes, but even still, that's not always the case. But it's fun. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.